been this player with so much potential. And, well, like I said, I think we're going to see him make it out of this group, and I completely agree. I think this is going to be a 2-1 match, and it's going to be an exceptional PVT. I'll be extremely surprised if it's not. So
yeah. I hope that we get to see some of the larger maps as well. I think so far I've casted maybe 1 or 2 games on Altazim Stronghold within WCS. I did cast it a couple of times in other leagues. I would really love to see Altazim not being vetoed by these 2 players, but I guess it is unlikely. If I have to make a prediction about the map, as our players are currently doing their vetoes, and I will be invited into the game shortly, I'm pretty sure that if he didn't veto Polar Knight against Alive, I don't think he's going to veto it against Major either. And I don't think Major would veto Polar Knight, because it is a pretty sweet Terran map. If you survive up to the point where you can have medevacts, it's such a good map to draw because there's so much airspace around the bases. Unfortunately, we don't see a whole lot of PvTs play out on Polar Knight because so many of the Protoss lanes are really good at it. And also Protoss is like, it's really hard to deal with drops in this map. Let's just go for some strong 2-base stuff.
Yeah, 360 degrees. What do you think about the possibility of Heavy Rain? I think Altazim Stronghold we could see vetoed. You know, it's a really big map, and we were talking about Crank's aptitude in late gameplay. But I think Heavy Rain could be a really cool map that has the potential to be seen here.
I would love to see Heavy Rain as well.
Looks like we've got the invites. We'll be joining into the game shortly.
Just saying hello.
Excited, man. Crank versus Major. This is
And this is an important series for both of them. I'm really excited as well. I would think it's awesome if Juanito would finally be able to make it to the WCS America round of 16. He was in Premier League all 3 seasons last year. Of course, in Season 1, yes, he did get invited into Premier League, so that wasn't an achievement. In Season 2, he requalified, and Season 3, he requalified again. He displayed some great games throughout WCS America 2013 as well. You know, even defeating Tasia once when Tasia was like on a super high as well. I'm not sure what tournament he just won, as Tasia always wins a tournament here or there. But that was a big upset, and now again today, you know, those games were perhaps not the most memorable games of all time. But I wouldn't care. If I defeat Tasia 2-0, man, I don't mind how ugly it is. Well, for Major, it was very pretty. For Tasia, it just wasn't that pretty.
Yeah, that's one of the things to remember is both of these guys went into this with such easy victories over their opponents in terms of like even the duration of the game and how nice the build orders played out for them. So here we are. The first map is Frost.
Well, I hope their hands are warm, because I do think that this is going to be a long one. I am very happy to see Frost as the first map, as Frost is probably my favorite map in the map pool right now. Not just to play, but also to watch. It provides great games, especially TVP, cross map. This should be awesome.
Rowdy, you know what I was going to say? When you were talking about I want to see big maps, I would love to see Frost with cross positions.
Well,
I think this is exactly the best thing that we're going to ask for in terms of a macro game between these two guys.
you whisk and you shall receive. Major, of course, our blue Terran in the left top side of this map, going up against the red Protoss player on the right bottom side, representing Team Axiom Gaming. Big shout out to Jenna and John for being awesome. They deserve it. They deserve all the love. They've got some really cool dogs, by the way. Do you follow Jen on Twitter?
Yeah.
Have you seen the dogs he has? I'm so jealous. She has a Shiba Inu, you know, like a Doge. And she also got an Akita. Oh. I'm very jealous.
I haven't actually seen them. I know the Doge dog, though.
Well, she has
to, yeah.
I think they're awesome.
I wonder if she's bought some Doge coins for him for his birthday.
I'm not sure if he had a first birthday just yet.
Yeah?
They're both very
Okay,
young.
do the Tooth Fairy thing then.
Major dropping a refinery over here. Now, I have casted games of Major not too long ago. Actually, I think it was in the Intox Remasters Sao Paulo, where Major played Mac on Frost. He went up against A-Bomb. A-Bomb has an awesome name. It's like Alex Mitchell, Thomas. I don't know, like A-Bomb has a double...
Is it an acronym for his name?
No, it's like his real name. Alex Thomas, I think, is A-Bomb's name. I think it just sounds very well. It's a very cool name. Either way, I casted A-Bomb versus Major on Frost, and it was cross map as well. A-Bomb spawned in the left bottom side of the map, Major spawned in the right top, and Major did play Mac. It looked strong, it looked powerful, and he was able to win the game pretty convincingly, actually.
Yeah.
However, I think if he would bust out a Mac build against Crank, it will be a little harder to make that work, because I think Crank definitely knows how to deal with stuff like that.
Yeah, a real storied player. Crank's got a lot of experience. If you haven't heard of Crank, well, you probably should do a little reading up then.
It looks
like you called him charming earlier.
Yeah, he is.
It's an apt description, yeah.
I mean, he's very charismatic character. Ah! Help me out here.
I think that was actually what you said, yeah. I think you said he was charismatic, not charming.
Charismatic, that's the word I was looking for. Every now and then I forget how to speak. And today I've been... today has been a rough day so far.
No, it's been good, man. Congratulations.
It's been like at least 24 hours with Mr. Bitter. I think these are just the side effects.
Withdrawal. Yeah.
Well, we'll get through this together, Andrew. Either way, good scout over here by Major. He sees everything is looking kind of standard. Not an overwhelming amount of gas has been mined just yet. Nexus is already thrown down, so macro opening over here by Major, by Crank. And Major on the other end just opening up with the Reaper. The Reaper is making his way across the map. For a second I was worried that the Mothership Core was out of position, but it's not.
Crank, man, look at this Stargate positioning. Really gutsy, and yet it has worked. Major did scout right around the perimeter. We'll see. The Reaper is basically the last chance to get a peek at this, and it's going to substantially shorten the vision.
If this SUV scouts that probe, that is a little bit of a tell, because that's just such an awkward moment to scout. And some people might be like, an awkward moment to scout. Yes, as a Terran player, you do not expect a probe to be out on the map in that phase in the game. And you don't even know what you're looking for as a Terran, because it could just be proxy pylons. But hey, even if you know that those are down, it's already nice. But so far, Major has not scouted it just yet. Which is not the end of the world, but it could definitely get a little dicey.
Yeah, like Major, I think, is really going to want to be able to get into the late stages of the game unscathed. This is a player that we saw go so far in the MLG game on tournament. And he lost to Scarlet in the end, but he took out a number of Protosses who were very skilled along the path. And now he's facing off against Crank and losing a lot of workers to an Oracle early on. See, I do it too, Kevin. It's really going to...
It's because the games have been so short. Like, casting is like playing. You need a long game to feel truly warmed up. But all of our games have been so short that we haven't found our momentum just yet. Oracle's making his way across the map. And oh, Major, you have like almost nothing at home. He was supply blocked as well. So these Widow Mines are not even halfway done. They just started.
Wow.
This Oracle is going to have an absolute field day. And are we truly going to have another 6-minute game? Because I think that this Oracle is going to have the time of his life.
Yeah, this is a tug-of-war game on field day with nobody playing on the other side, Kevin.
Oh, this is painful.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, he didn't get the fourth one. There we go. Double kill for that guy. And now this Oracle just, yeah, there's no mining going on. The Mothership Core, there it is. Photon Overcharge.
Yep, a Photon Overcharge will keep the natural safe. These Hellions won't be able to do a whole lot over here. How many SUVs have died? Well, is that the second Widow Mine? Oh, the Widow Mine will shoot. Crank's not paying attention.
Boom.
Well, that is nice. He's definitely catching a small break over here, but here is another Oracle. But at least, you know, yes, a lot of damage has been dealt, but it is not absolutely over just yet. With these two Widow Mines, hopefully he will be able to stabilize from this point on. He's down 13 workers, and that is quite a bit. But let's not forget that 2 Oracles and no additional tech on the side for Crank does slow him down a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to slow him down in tech substantially, and it's interesting trying to think.
Widow Mine in new position. Wow, great Widow Mine positioning so far by Major. He has this Widow Mine, man. He's gone 2 for 2. Give this guy a Medal of Honor. He deserves it.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that Major needed. You know, you said the game isn't over yet. Well, with a huge, what was it, 13 worker deficit, it is if Major doesn't make plays. Yep. And that's exactly the kind of thing that Major just did. So that's one. Let's see if we can rack up 1 or 2 more and get himself perfectly even in this game once again.
Twilight is more than halfway done, but it does mean that it's still going to take like, you know, at least 90 to 150 seconds before charge is out, depending on how often Crank is going to chrono boost out charge. Actually, he's going to drop the Dark Shrine before charge. He might even get Blink as well, because Blink is pretty good defensively. You don't have to be aggressive with Blink Stalkers. I love to just defend with it. But charge is going to be the tech of choice for now, and I think that's a smart one, as he has to worry about not just the drops, but he has to worry about the straight-up engagement. Because even when you kill a lot of SUVs, there will still be a reasonable bioforce making his way across the map roughly 1 minute from this point on, with Stim and Medevac. And if you have nothing to actually deal with that, if you have nothing to deal some damage, if you have nothing that can close the distance with that Stim bio, you're going to take a lot of damage and you will be in trouble. So I think it's smart that he's getting charged before Blink here.
Yeah, that actually is a really good explanation into why he's doing that. We've got +1 armor on the way as well, which are really going to make those Zealots super beefy. And, I mean, with all of this, Crank...
Yeah.
With the cross positions on top of that, I'd love it if just Crank, you know, defends against those drops, as we were talking about, as he makes himself into an expansion. It looks like he's going to go for a nice and quick robo here as well and start making that transition.
Major is getting a little unlucky once more. He's still unaware of this pylon that's so close to his base. He will find the probe, so hopefully that gives him a smart tell. But normally if you see a probe over here, you do not expect the pylon to be down over here already. The Dark Shrine... Did he cancel it? No. For some reason I thought the Dark Shrine was over here. I was like, that makes no sense. Why would he cancel it? It's good to see that it's still there. And I'm afraid for Major that these DTs are going to do quite some damage.
Yeah, I think he believes he found the pylon that probe had built in the top right-hand corner, because remember the location where he found the probe. It was actually to the right of the pylon that we currently see on the map, so this could be pretty bad for Major. We'll see if he can reciprocate some damage with these drops. You know, that'd be really valuable to him.
I'm really surprised to see not a single Dark Templar has been warped in just yet. Here we go, 2 Dark Templars being warped in. There is no missile turret in the front, and this is so frustrating for Major. This is probably right when he wants to be aggressive. Combat Shield and Stim are ready. This is normally when you at least want to bait out a foe and overcharge some force fields. This is that moment where your base is under attack, and you just hate life. You're like, ah, it never stops.
Yeah, he's looking at it, and it looks like Crank is actually going to be able to delay this third as well while all this is going on. The bio towards the top of the map. He'll actually find this Stargate, which is really nice for Major, but overall, this DT in the main is having free reign. 8 kills, still racking them up. The one in the natural finally picked off. And the third is actually, will he even get the cancel on this, Kevin? I'm not sure. It's 2 shots away from dying. Nope. Oh, wow. Beautiful timing there for Major.
Beautiful timing indeed, but the damage has been dealt. Even though Major has been doing a remarkable job in building as many SCVs as possible, as he's still only down 13 workers, while you feel like, oh, this medevac is so low on HP. Man, those poor Marines. Those Marines like to live dangerous.
Yeah, he actually, that was insane. Crank actually could have gotten that medevac, but...
Even though like that went really good for Crank again, considering the fact that Crank has killed 27 SCVs throughout this entire game, but it's actually only up 13 workers. Major has been doing a good job in you know, rebuilding those SCVs that he has lost. Picking up that Stargate is kind of nice, or at least unpowering it. Now he might get a cancel on this third base from Crank, as the units are a little bit out of position. One of his medevacs is running so low on HP. Don't pick up 8 Marines in that. Oh, Major. Oh, actually, wow, he didn't pick up. No.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Okay, that was a great play from Major.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the top right-hand corner, we do have a Warp Prism that's going to be circling its way around. He's loaded up some Templar, some Zealots into it.
And he has Storm already. Storm is done, guys. Take a look at the upgrades. Charge is ready, +2 armor is ready, and Storm is ready as well. Poor Major. Man, Crank is just the SCV destroyer this game.
This is a critical point for Major, because he's already behind economically, 39 to 52 workers.
Oh, was it no cancel, huh? No cancel on this Nexus, I think.
No, okay, it popped up for me.
Okay.
But
I missed it.
I'm a little worried. So, Crank right now, he's really pushing forward a lot with these units.
He's exposing these units, and these Immortals are not going to be that good against this high Marine count. There is a drop in the main base of Major, but Major is still picking up all these units. He's going to be able to force another cancel on this base. Will he be able to stabilize at home? Yes, he will. He has plenty of bio units. Wow. I mean... Crank made a big mistake there, but I want to say Ben. Sorry.
He really did, though. You're completely right. This Archon, it's going to die, and with it, look at the worker count right now. Yeah, Crank has a huge advantage, except what's Crank behind him? Supply by almost 20. With that, you look at the army supply, it's 52 to almost 100.
Oh my god. And does he have storms? Yes, he does.
No, he just okay.
He has 2 storms. Okay, and that's a good storm. Oh, the second storm was a little preemptive, I think.
Yeah.
However, those storms did some work, and I think Crank will be able to stabilize over here.
He threw down both of those storms right on the exact same location as each other, though, back to back. Crank's looking a little nervous at this point. I'm kind of concerned for him. Those were his storms. He's got 1 Templar that's got a little energy.
He is pushing back this army from Major, but look at the minimap. The reinforcements have arrived, but let's not forget about this this Warp Prism. This Warp Prism could still cause a huge headache for Major. 84 army supply against 74. There is a small upgrade advantage for Crank, as he has 0-2 against 1-1, and I think in general that's a little better for Protoss. These Widow Mines are doing serious work though, and there's not a single observer on the field.
Yeah, there are, and there's no storms as well, so Crank, with no observer, with no storms, he's got an Archon that's getting some very nice hits off on this bio, however.
Man, those Widow Mines... No, what? What?
So, I mean, I see it. So we got 33 workers at that point from Major. 33 workers to 52, and the third base had been secured. I saw this opportunity with Major there where he had that huge army supply. It was 100 to just 50, and he pushed and pushed.